ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. In one place, while discussing the philosophy, Swami Vivekananda says that about the reality, about the truth, to open the mouth, to say something itself is degradation. Degradation means that which is beyond the capacity of speech you are trying to express. Remember Sri Ramakrishna's example that everything is, I don't know what is the word in English, but everything is fouled. सब कुछ एठो है. एठो is, if I take something, I bite something, and remaining part is called used, or that which is eaten once. So everything is spoken. Only Brahman is something about whom nobody has ever told anything. What is the meaning of that? We are talking about Brahman, we are talking about Atman. The whole philosophy says, why still he says that no one has ever spoken a word about it? Then he gives that small story that a father sent two of his sons to the Guru's Gurukula to study. Both of them came back after studying the scriptures. So father asked the elder one, tell me something about Brahman. So he started telling many things what he has read in scriptures, as we all speak, so to say. But when father asked to the younger son, he just kept quiet. He couldn't speak. Then the father passed a remark that the younger one has understood. Elder one has understood and is expressing also. He is expressing something which can never be expressed. Why you cannot express? You can say something about the object. You cannot say something about the subject. As an example is given, say somebody is the expert dancer. Can he or she put his or her own legs on the shoulder and dance? How to dance? If I have to stand, I have to stand on the floor, on the stage. These are the examples we try to give to understand what is subject. There is a statement, think about it, if that statement is right. None of us have seen our face, our own face. None of us have seen. Is it true or false? We all know how our face look like. But still we have not seen it. What you have seen is the reflection of your face. You can't see your face. Why you cannot see? Because the eyes can see that which is an object. I cannot see backward. This is one example that you cannot speak about the subject. You can speak about something which you experience. objectively. That's why in Kenopanishad it is said that you cannot even say that the Atman exists. You cannot even say Brahman exists. Because it is beyond existence and non-existence. This phone exists, but the elephant doesn't exist here. That is called existence and non-existence. Presence and absent. What is that which is beyond presence and absence is yourself. You cannot say it is present because it is not an object of perception to say. As we say, I have not seen my face. Again, that doesn't mean you don't have a face. So your concept about your face is experience, but it cannot be explained. For example, you came out of your home and you perspired, so you did like this. And you didn't see that your hand had some example, some color. So you put that color in your face while wiping your face. You don't even know. But the whole world know that there are so much colors on your face. Why? Color is on your face, but you can't see it. Just because you cannot see, you do not know. Just because you do not know, you cannot express. But color is there. Others can see, you cannot see. This is an example. In the same way, you cannot speak about this subject, but you continuously, consciously, spontaneously experience your own existence. That's why to realize that there is no way given in the scriptures. There is no direct way. There is a beautiful word which all of us know. It's a Sanskrit word called aparoksha. What is aparoksha? One is called pratyaksha, that which is visible. One is called paroksha, that which is not visible. So, in a way, I am able to see you because you are pratyaksha, you are front of my eyes. What is behind this curtain I cannot see. It's called paroksha. The experience of your own self is neither pratyaksha nor paroksha. You cannot see, so it is not pratyaksha. How it can be in front of your eyes? And you experience your own presence. So it is not even paroksha. It is neither direct knowledge nor it is indirect knowledge. But it's a spontaneous your experience. So it is called, it's not pratyaksha, then call it paroksha. No, it is not paroksha also. If it is not paroksha, say it pratyaksha. No, it is neither pratyaksha nor paroksha. That's why it is called aparoksha. If you want to say apratyaksha, in a way, logically you can say. So it is called not indirect. This is direct. I can touch, I can see, I can smell, I can hear. That is called pratyaksha. There is some knowledge which is indirect knowledge. But existence of my own self is neither direct nor indirect, but still we all experience. That is called aparoksha. For example, we have a word called Advaita. Advaita means not two. If it is not two, tell one. No, you cannot say one. One is before two, correct? So these are two, this phone and this phone. If this phone is not there, then this phone is one phone. Then say Eka, one. Why you say it is not two? Advaita. In case of the phone, we can say not two, but one phone. We can say. Why we can say? Because both the phones are my objects of perception. About the self, about your own self, there is no example. We can try to give 1,000 examples. There is no way. Is this one? No. Sri Ramakrishna says in Kathamrita or Gospel, Je eker dui nahi. One without a second. Imagine one without imagining two or many. You cannot. One means that which is not two. But that one where there is no concept of two. In deep sleep, how many people are there? One? Cannot say. Now in waking state, you can say in deep sleep I was one. In deep sleep, there is no concept of one or many. In deep sleep, what you are? Man, woman? Don't know. There is no such. A man is a man when there is a concept of existence of a woman. Otherwise, there is no point of telling man. This we need to think little out of the box. We immediately say, this is a smartphone. Yeah, this is not that old type of phone. That's why you call it smartphone. When everybody has a smartphone, nobody calls it smartphone. One person did not know English well, but somehow he has learned. So he was a quite famous man. So many reporters are there to ask him questions. So he said, wait, and got up and said, ladies and gentlemen, somebody said, there is no lady here. All are men only. If there are only men, there is no point of calling him man, because everybody is a man. This difference what we have is called relative difference. You have to call somebody man because there is somebody who is a woman. You have to call somebody a woman because there is a concept of man. When there is no concept of man and woman, there is no point of telling man or woman. This thinking of your own self, that's why it is called avangansa gocharam. It's a big statement. Without vak, no speech. You cannot speak about it. Mind also cannot think. Until it's an object, mind cannot think about the object. So you need just to realize that you are there. I'm trying to give examples. We were in training center in Belur Math. Sohan Brahmachari Maharaj was asked, after training, where you are posted now? Oh, I am posted at Chennai. Good. Where you are posted? No, I am posted at Delhi. Good. Third one, where you are posted? No, I am posted at Bombay. Good. The fourth one we asked, where you are posted? I am posted here itself in Belur. No place to go, nowhere to go. There is no object. When it is a subject, then you keep quiet. Examples are to understand the concept. Sri Ramakrishna gives another example. Scriptures will give another example. Sri Ramakrishna says, this old story, village story, modern time is completely different. When a girl is going to be married, neither the groom has seen the girl nor the girl has seen the groom. Till during the marriage ceremony, the lady is sitting behind, but he doesn't know who she is. That time we are talking. Sri Ramakrishna gives example. That the would-be bride, they have shown the photo. So many young men have come. Is this your husband? No. That one is your husband? No. Sri Ramakrishna's words. When they pointed out to that boy whom she is going to marry, is that your husband? She just smiled. This is an example. Don't go into social side of it. The speech doesn't work there. That is the path of neti neti. Neti neti means na iti, no, no, he, no, he, no, he, no. That one cannot say yes. Scriptures give example. A man took 9 of his family members to the other side of the river. So when they reached, he said, let me count. 10 of us came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where is the 10th one? And he started crying. One is drowning in the river. What will happen? All kind of imagination. Then somebody put, you are the 10th one. That's why in our scriptures there is a word called Dasamatvamasi. You are the 10th. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Somebody said, no, there are 16 people. But I can count only 15. No, you are the 16th. That self which cannot be counted, because it is not an object of perception. So realization of that, in a way, Shankaracharya beautifully puts it in his commentary on Ishavasya Upanishad. For the ignorant people, Atman is very far. For a man with Viveka, Atman is very near. Then he himself writes, why near? He is Atman. This microphone is very close to me. Very, very close. Can it be close more than what myself? No. Me and myself, nothing, no distance at all, is the same. So there is no question of close and far. The far and close, far and near, is an adjective for that which is my object of perception. You are away from me, this phone is closer to me. This phone is little far from me, this phone is closer to me. Because both the phones are my objects of perception. Now which is close, myself or this phone? The self has nothing to be close. You are the self. As I told, somebody asked me, what is the greatest concept you learned when you became a monk? For the sake I can say, this concept of subject and object. Realization is only this much, that realize that you are the subject. But what is our normal realization? I am the body, I am a man, I am a monk, I am this, I am that. These are all ignorance. So to know yourself is, but it is already there. What is there to realize? When you wake up in the morning, say, our birth. So next day when you are born again, when you wake up in the morning, do you need to do a lot of tapasya to remember my name is Swami Samachittananda? Oh, it took 1 hour meditation to know me. No. As soon as you wake up, you know who you are. But you may not remember or know that which are some objects. Subject, there is nothing to know. In Upanishads it is said, it is above knowable and not knowable. You can know certain things, you cannot know many things. But the self is above this, can be known or cannot be known. It cannot be known. Why? Because it is not the object of my perception. In the normal sense of the term, I cannot know it. Then you say you cannot know it. No, how to say that I cannot know it? Because I am there. What is there to say no or not no? This philosophy comes everywhere. For this concept only scriptures are written. For this reason only what you do in the name of religion. The purpose is this. That's why in the whole Bhagavad Gita, nowhere anything is written which we do in the name of religion. Nowhere. Nowhere it is written go to the temple. Nowhere it is written worship at statue. Yes, as a part of process, the reference of japa is there. As a part of process, pilgrimage is there. But these are, as Swamiji puts it, these are the secondary details of religion. You do it good, if you don't do also okay. Without going to temple also people can realize God if they are pure in mind. Why in Hindu scriptures, in no religious scriptures it is written? 10 Commandments of Jesus Christ. Is it written? Blessed are those who go to church every day. No. Blessed are pure at heart. That doesn't see God. So these are the secondary details. This we need to practice because we are leading a religious life. But the goal is not this. The goal is not to go to temple every day. You can go good. Oh, I am not a single day I am absent. Every day I go. Very good. But that doesn't qualify you to realize God. Realize God. One monk told to Holy Mother, Mother, I want to go and do tapasya and realize God. So Mother said, do you think God realization is a fruit or a tree which you will go there and pluck? No. There are nice way of telling in different languages. In Bengali there are ways of telling. Mother says, Ja hobe ekhani hobe, hawa bunte kothai jabe. Whatever will happen here. Nowhere it is told that you can realize God only in Varanasi, or in Haridwar, or in Kanchi, or somewhere. No. But if you need to, if you want to, why not? But by visiting there, that doesn't qualify you. We had a Swami who used to take classes for us. He said, why you are telling about going to temple? You go to the temple and sit next to Sri Ramakrishna in the temple, also you can't realize God. Because these are external things, these are secondary details. Primary details is to purify your mind and realize who you are. And that is never absent. Always present. Because it is yourself. That which is always present is you. A simple teaching. That part of you which is always there, never absent. Because we also cannot think that we are absent. Oh, yesterday night 2 o'clock I was absent. No, you are never absent. It's a continuous existence. You may not remember your body in the deep sleep. You don't see anything of this world when you are sleeping. That may not remain. That's why the definition of truth is called Trikala Abadhita Satya. What is Satya or the truth? Trikala Abadhita. That which cannot be negated in any of the three states. Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti. You prove that in this three state, this doesn't exist. Out of three, even in one state, it doesn't exist. It cannot be the truth. That which remains is all the three states, and that is yourself. Maya is what? Maya is when you get attached to the body, you start considering you as a body. And that body consciousness, Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that now what we are talking about, Jnana, Atman, Brahman, this and that is very difficult. Why? Because of our body consciousness. We stick to all that is pertaining to body. Just see. All our relationships is because of the body. All our desires because of the body. But that body you leave outside and go to sleep. Even a snake climbs over your body, you will not know. Sri Ramakrishna says. Even a man who is very strong, when he goes to deep sleep, Sri Ramakrishna uses one slang, we cannot say here. You won't even know. But your presence is there in all the three states, and that is Trikala Avadita. It cannot be negated. Its existence cannot be disproved in any of the three states. That is you. That is Atman. Various ways scriptures, Shankaracharya puts so beautifully and says that Shruti, Vedas, Upanishads is continuously telling you like mother telling to the child. He uses this word. Shruti like mother is telling you, you are Atman, you are Atman, you are Atman. But none of us realize that we are Atman. Nowhere scripture says that you are the body, but we all consider ourselves body. Shankaracharya writes, what is this great Maya? How this created we do not know. But it has to have an end. That's why Ajnana is called Anadi. When it started, I don't know. But it is Santa, not Shanta, Santa. It is with end. It has got end. When it will end? When you realize. When you realize, that is the end of all, everything, all prapancha. Keeping this in mind, everything what is given as a sadhana, as a spiritual practice, you can define. We left our home for this purpose. You remain in a seclusion for this purpose. You go for pilgrimage for the same. You do charity for the same. You do japa for the same. While doing spiritual practice, if you don't remember that this is my goal, then there is a being caught in this virtual life. That way it is necessary to keep the mind focused on this, that this is for what I am doing. When you ride the MRT, your goal is to get down in a particular station. Do you get down at any station? No. So you reach the first station from Batley to reach Sarangan, not this. Then you came to Lorangchuan, not this. Then you came to Bishan, not this. Not this, not this, not this, neti. Once you reach, then the train also will say nowhere to go. The train journey is stopped because you reach your destination. The train doesn't mean anything after realizing the truth. As Sri Ramakrishna's example, your son, your loved one wrote to you, when you come you bring this for me. Once you purchase that thing to carry with you to give him, this email is non-relevant. It's not irrelevant. It loses its significance. Scriptures is only that much. Your son wrote an email, please bring this when you come. You procure that thing and take with you. Do you take that email and frame and keep in your house? No. Scripture's value is that much. Scriptures tell you to do something. Once you do it, scripture doesn't mean anything. The importance of scripture is provided you know the truth. If you do not know the truth, scripture is meaningless. After realizing truth also, scripture is meaningless. It is not disrespecting the scripture. Avijñāte paretatve shastrādidestu nishphala, Shankaracharya writes. If you do not realize the scripture, you do not realize the truth, there is no value, there is no point of reading scriptures. Vijñāte paretatve shastrādidestu nishphala. And once you realize the truth, then also scripture becomes meaningless. Importance of the scripture is before you realize and till you realize. If you do not realize, scripture is meaningless. After realization, scripture is meaningless. But scripture is so important for us because we are after the starting of spiritual practice till we realize. Scriptures need to be studied. Scripture will remind you. Scripture job is only that much, nothing more. Very interesting point one gentleman told the other day. He's a well-read man. When you read the scripture, there are three blessings come together. Very interesting, I never thought from that light. Bhagavad Gita is written by whom? Veda Vyasa, while writing Mahabharata, Gita also is written. So when you started reading Bhagavad Gita, blessings of Veda Vyasa is there. Then the blessings of the very scripture itself. And the third blessing is God living within you has pushed you to read. We say many times, today is Sunday, off day, holiday, lot of free time. You could have done whatever you want to do. But you came. You came to think about something of the scriptures. Why others did not come? Nothing to be proud of, nothing to be egoistic about it. But there is a source which calls blessings. And that blessings came in form of your purushartha. When you put an effort, those who put effort, God's grace comes in form of your effort. And in English they say, God helps them, those who help themselves. Meaning is same, more or less. Somebody from within told you, at least once in a week or whatever, let me go and hear something. And you hear about Bhagavad Gita, the scripture's blessings is there. One who wrote the scripture, his blessing also has to be there. So idea is this. But how to do that? How to realize that truth, which is already me, nothing else to realize. Realizing my own existence, which is continuous, unbreaking, continuous. The word is in Sanskrit is called without any break, incessant, continuous, nirantara. Nirantara means without break. Tad buddhaya, tad atmana, tad nishtha, tad parayana. When you have these qualities, whose intellect is absorbed in this, means you don't have any other interest in this. For us it happens that we have many interests. We sing one bhajan, very famous Mirabai song. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरों न कोई. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, no problem. दूसरों न कोई, that is the problem. Only Krishna. Krishna is the only is mine. I love only Krishna. That is good. I love Krishna also. That is our position. Mirabai says no. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरों न कोई, nobody else. When it comes to nobody else, here is the problem. So that part is called renunciation part. This is the positive part. Self-effort, sadhana, is to Mirabai worship Krishna, the form of Krishna. But she renounced everything else than Krishna. Swami Sarada ji writes about Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna looks like us. What was his speciality? Whatever he renounced 100%. Whatever he accepted it 100%. We accept halfway, we renounce also halfway. There is a difference. The more perfect you are in this accepting and renouncing, that which is renouncing, renounce. That which is accept. But this half-hearted business, that is limits us from our spiritual progress. So here he says, Tad buddhayaha, their intellect is absorbed in me. Me means in the Atman. Very beautifully said in one of the shlokas. Who is the devotee of God? Very interesting, Sri Krishna says, who is my devotee? Who is happy in thinking about me and talking about me? I am not recollecting this sloka. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha, there is a word. Interest. When we were in college, at that time this general knowledge was very important topic. That was in 1980s, when these different quiz competitions were very much in everywhere. Siddharth Basu, I think, the greatest quiz master of India. And every show, whether it is radio or TV, everywhere it is quiz only. GK, general knowledge. Then we started thinking, What's the point of my knowing about everything? Then we started reading the scriptures. Even if you know everything and you do not know yourself, still you remain the ignorant person. You know about computer, you know about horse riding, you know about this, you know about that, but you don't know about yourself. That is the modern day problem. Everything is given importance except oneself. So here he says, who have their intellect absorbed in that. Easy to speak, difficult to do, even for us. But we are all in a path to perfect our trade. Tad Atmana, that is yourself. You cannot live without that. Can you keep yourself at home and come? How to do that? You cannot separate something from you is you. But you can keep your body in the bed and can go away. Dream you go to America or wherever. In Sushupti, nowhere to go. We have scriptures are beautiful, they say. Interesting. In twilight, evening time, where it is neither dark nor it is bright, you saw on the street that there is a snake. So either you go from other side because there is a snake. You bring a torch, you bring a stick because there is a snake. Then people push the snake. Snake doesn't move. Oh, must be dead. Put light over it. Oh, it's a piece of rope. It is not snake. You came to know. But you saw the snake. Not only you saw the snake, but you reacted as if it is a snake. You brought a stick, you brought a torch, you were afraid of that. If there was no snake, why you were afraid? Why you brought a stick? After knowledge you came to know, no, it's a piece of rope. Where the snake went? You saw the snake, no? That's why you were afraid of snake. Where the snake went, when you came to know that it is a piece of rope, that imaginary snake, where it went. So scripture says that snake went back from where it came. From where it came from my mind. It went back to my mind. This beautiful world gets dissolved when you go to deep sleep. This world doesn't exist. Where it goes? It goes where it came. From where it came. Projected from you. You projected it. You saw it. Did I create this world? I don't remember that I have created this. If you have not created this, you must see the world as everybody is seeing. No. This person is good. 10 people say he is good, 10 people say he is not good. So the person is good or bad? No, he is beyond good and bad. He is what you want to see him. That's why there is something which is common. If this curtain is blue, it is blue for me also, blue for you also. That is called Vastutantrika Satya. Because it is blue for all of us. But there are something which is different for different people. What is the temperature? Oh, we have kept it at 26. Is 26 enough? No lah. 24, 25 is, 23 is better. Quite stuffy, quite hot. Somebody is sitting in front of air conditioner, 26, make it 28 lah, quite cold. It remains 26. Your opinion about 26 temperature is different. So that is called Vyakti Tantrika Satya. That truth which is relative, different for different people. There are some truths which are same for everybody. The same for everybody is the experience of oneself. The same for everybody. The nishtha. That is the goal of your life. That's it. Who is more spiritual? We don't compare anybody or we don't judge anybody. How to know that I have progressed spiritually? For yourself. No need to judge anybody. When I see myself that I don't seem to have interest in anything else than that, or my interest is reduced now. Earlier, GK, interest in everything. Now slowly, okay. Scriptures, pilgrimage. And many times some devotees say, I have no place to go, Swamiji. Come to temple, go home, sometimes go to Bhagawad temple. Don't go anywhere, sometimes go for marketing when necessary. I don't go anywhere. You put a circle. And then because you don't go to many places, there are not many things to disturb you when you sit for meditation. When your meditation you get so much disturbance for what? Because you want so many things, you are interested in so many things. So all those things will come and disturb you. When you lose interest, they also lose interest in you. I remember when I went to one Swamiji and shared some news. You know this new devotional song cassette has become, that singer is very good, that singer, the Swami kept on hearing. Oh, that is very good, this and that. I went on telling. Oh, then that Swamiji is transferred from this place, that Swamiji transferred from that place. A lot of news. So he says, you and me are staying in the same place. Why I do not know and you know everything? Because you want to know. That's why this information comes. I do not want to know, so nothing comes to me. When I go for meditation, all the things which I have interest in haunts me in meditation. He doesn't have interest. So he sits and meditates quietly. For me, the cassette also comes, the singer also comes. When cassette is available, that also comes. That Swamiji, this Swami, so many news will come because I am interested in that. So he says, Tanishtha tat parayana. If your goal is clear, this is what we do. All of you have done that. When you wanted to study, you cut off all other interest and focused in the study. Once you pass, then only other things. This doesn't happen when it comes to spiritual life. Because that is the life project. No, I have to do this also, no, I have to do that also. Of course we have to do. But it is in your hand. So idea is this, that the realization when we talk about, it demands only these two things. One is, in external life, if that is your goal, be focused in that. And subjectively, that which cannot be separated from you, that you, whichever part cannot be objectified, is you. We shall take it. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.